Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My husband, Jesse, has been bringing home meals that his female co-worker, Nellie, cooked for him. Now, I'm not the best cook and Jesse made it clear, but he still eats what I cook every day. What I noticed with Nellie was that she tends to take every opportunity to point out how weak and tasteless my cooking is. Jesse would say nothing except steer the conversation towards something else they both relate to while I'm sitting there wallowing in my misery thinking about what she said. Wait, they met each other? Like she came over to his house or something? Also, she once asked what was another chore I was good at, and Jessie said ironing his suits. She, in response, joked about having him send her a suit of his so he could see how good she is at ironing too. I rolled my eyes hard, but at least Jessie agreed that was weird. That's already a big red flag. Like, why are you trying to one-up his wife? Nellie? You know? What are you trying to do? Why would you even cook for someone else's husband? Like, don't do that. Even if you have good intentions, don't do that, okay? It doesn't matter if you like him or not. Don't do that. Please. Jeez. That just looks so bad. Nellie? Okay. Last week, Jesse came home with a new meal she cooked. I told him I already cooked dinner and asked what he was going to do with the meal. He told me he was going to eat it for dinner. Not gonna lie, I was getting a bit irritated and he must have noticed because he said he promised Nellie he'd eat her for dinner. He'd eat her dinner? Okay, why the heck is there a 4, man? I was almost ready to go off. And that she asked him to take a picture of the empty plate later to confirm that he'd actually eaten it. I'm not even the wife, but I'm already feeling so freaking mad. The audacity this woman has. Oh my god, I don't like him. I don't like the husband. Why would he take it home and show his wife, you know? Like, if anything, okay, thank you for the meal. And then you can give the meal to someone else. Or you can give it to me and I'd eat it, you know? Like, or you could share it with your wife. Wait, is that a bad idea? Okay. I was baffled, like completely baffled at this. I told him one thing and one thing only. Told him if he chose to eat Nellie's meal over the dinner I cooked, then this would be the last time I cook for him. He started moaning about how I was being unfair and putting him in a rough place. He stalled and didn't give a clear answer till I saw him walk past me later when I set the table and prepared dinner and put her meal in the microwave. I felt so awful, I almost cried. I then told him that from now on out, I won't cook for him anymore since he made his choice. I obviously pissed him off because he went off on me, calling me childish and pathetic to make this about my ego. I got up from my chair and told him I owed him nothing and that he made his decision and so did I. Good on her. She definitely doesn't owe him anything, you know, like she doesn't even have to cook for him. The fact that she's cooking for him just shows what a great person she is, okay? Like he can cook, all right? He can cook. He snapped and said this was ridiculous and that Nellie was just doing a nice thing for him, while as my behavior was disgraceful and disgusting. Don't get married if you're gonna be like this, seriously. I wonder how he would feel if some other guy was cooking dinner for his wife then. And then his wife is eating the dinner that someone else cooked for her and then she doesn't have to cook dinner anymore. How would he feel about that? It's just being prioritized. We want to be the special one, okay? How could you choose someone else's meal over your wife's meal? I can't believe it. He then went into the bedroom and I rushed after him, but he shouted, "Leave me alone," then proceeded to shut the door and hasn't been speaking to me after that. Wow. As if his mum knew about the argument and called me begging to be more patient and not make any decisions I might regret later. She agreed that Nellie was overstepping and firmly believes she's the problem and so I shouldn't be hard on her son. No, the son is the problem. But mother-in-law is incredibly biased, meaning in her eyes her son is a saint who can do no wrong, so that's that. I feel like I overreacted and really messed it up when I pushed him like that. What? I wouldn't. What? Are you kidding me? Guys, you should know that. I'm so mad, man. Okay, the mum is saying it's Nellie's fault. I think it's the husband's fault. Okay, who cares about Nellie? Nellie's out of the picture now, all right? It could be anyone, not even Nellie. It's the fact that her husband prioritized someone else over the wife. Like, he should have just drawn a line between him and Nellie. You know, like, Nellie's just gonna do whatever, okay? It's the husband's responsibility to be like, hey, Nellie, I really appreciate you cooking food for me and caring about me, but I'd really like it if you stopped because it's making me a bit uncomfortable. I mean, this might make it awkward between them, but isn't that like the best thing to do? Like, which one would you rather? Ruin your relationship with your wife or ruin your relationship with a coworker? And it's not even like Nellie is his boss, right? If it was his boss, do anything to impress your boss. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I don't think I could take it if I cooked dinner for my partner and then he ate someone else's dinner. I don't even think it's about the dinner. It's just who he chose. It's just a betrayal. Like, how could you? Am I crying? I just feel so sad for some reason. I'm single though. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know that this isn't about the food. The husband is just not stopping anything. Right? If he knows how Nellie makes his wife feels, he should put his freaking foot down and tell Nellie to knock it off. Sorry, Nellie, I'm married, but he can't do that. All right, moving on to the next story. I'm having an issue where my family is pressuring me to resume contact with my brother after I went no contact years ago. 5 years ago, my brother and I were working at the same company. I had been there for 3 years and he had been there for 2. He was hired because I referred him when they were looking for new employees. When a management position came open, he and I both applied for it and told each other it was no hard feelings if the other one got it. He was hired for the position and I was not. I was genuinely happy for him and did not have any negative feelings about him getting hired. I was proud of him and thought he deserved it. A few months after he was hired for the position, my former boss, who I have a great relationship with, left the company and asked me out for lunch. He told me in confidence that the reason my brother was hired over me was that my brother took an email I sent him venting about a work issue and forwarded it to the hiring manager to explain why I was not a good fit for the position. I confronted him about this and he admitted it and said he thinks it wasn't an underhanded thing to do because it simply showed how I wasn't meant for management because that's not how managers act. As if, wow, he got betrayed by his brother. Like, he's just venting. Oh my gosh, what a little rat. It hurts the most when the person you think is the closest to you does this to you. Your family. Are you kidding me? I was devastated. I cut him out of my life completely. I told him that he was no longer my brother and to forget that I even existed. He tried to justify his betrayal and told me that it wasn't as serious as I was making it out to be. But I refused to be swayed despite massive pressure from my family to make peace with him. I found another job and I seldom interact with my family due to how I feel I was showing very little sympathy for what he did to me. The attitude I got from my family was essentially that it wasn't a nice thing to do. But he has children to take care of, so it's understandable that he'd do anything to make more money to provide a better life for them. My mother said this to me. The mother? As if you're gonna justify your son like that. They just played dirty, definitely. How could you do that? They just knew their brother was just too good, that they had to be a rat. The fact that they did not win fairly, that's embarrassing. He has attempted to contact me several times over the years and we once ran into each other at a store, but I ignored him and kept walking. He was not invited to my wedding and he and his wife have not met my wife or my firstborn 10 months. My parents have been allowed to come and visit, but my mother told me that the holidays aren't right without my family there. And they begged me to put the past behind us and let this go so we can be a family again. My wife sides with me. We spent Christmas with her family instead of visiting mine. Honestly, if you did something wrong, you have no say in when they want to forgive you. Like, you can't just be like, it's already been a couple years, just forgive me now. No, it's not up to you, okay? The person can forgive you whenever they want. If they don't want to ever forgive you, then that's your fault. You basically risked your relationship with your brother, and this is what happened. Like, what did you expect? Seriously. But then this makes me think, though, the hiring manager knew that the brother was a snitch. I thought companies don't hire people like that. You know, like if you snitched on someone, they don't really like you. Because it's like, you would probably snitch on the company too. I just always thought companies frowned upon that. Snitching on other co-workers. I don't know. But he got the job, so interesting. Honestly, they're not wrong. Why would they be wrong? It's up to them whether they want to forgive or not. If I was in this position, I probably wouldn't be able to trust him ever anymore. It's like, nah, I'm not going to trust you with anything. Even if he was forgiven, it's not going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. The brother just gave them like a scar in his heart. You can't fix that. If you're betrayed once by someone, it's never the same anymore. It can never be the same anymore. Just like when someone cheats, even if they're forgiven, it's never the same. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!